Okay guys, welcome back to another amazing video this morning. I'm very pleased to be here with you once again, even though I'm a bit late for the stream, but we are going to do it. Okay, so if you are new, subscribe to the channel, join the community. Let's express this noble word to the world. Okay, that is what I mean to say. Okay, let's educate the world about the importance of raising local chickens. Now, in this particular stream, I'll be taking you through how you can set eggs for your local chickens to hatch. If you don't have incubator, no problem. Okay, local chickens, they have the ability to hatch their own eggs. So I'm going to take you through how you can set the eggs for them to hatch. You know, whenever it comes to hatching, since they have their own ability to hatch, they have their own abilities of hatching the number of eggs they can hatch. Some can hatch up to 25, 20 eggs. Some can hatch 15. Some can hatch 10, depending on their abilities, okay? But for you to achieve that, Uma, good morning. But for you to achieve that, you, the farmer, must make sure that you do the needful, okay? You have to do the needful. So I'm going to take you through the process of how to set the eggs for your birds. Now, if you join this particular stream or you stumble on this particular video, I'll recommend you share the video with your friends, family, somebody that you know that he or she is interested in raising these birds. You share the video with the person, okay? It will help guide the person, because I've committed some errors whenever it comes to hatching, which I don't want you guys to repeat, because if you repeat those errors, then it will cause your farm to go down, okay? But we are raising local chickens to multiply and grow our birds. We are not raising them for our birds or our farm to go down. So if you are starting out and then you don't have much capital, it's not a problem, okay? Because with the ability of the birds to hatch, you can multiply your birds within some number of months, years, your farm will grow, okay? So if you don't have the capital to invest into getting more birds or getting an incubator which will be hatching the eggs, the local chickens, they can hatch the eggs and take care of the chicks themselves. So you have to get this thing clear. So this is the best opportunity for you to start this particular venture, okay? But before I take you through the process, it's morning, so I have to check out certain things. You give good morning. Who is you? So guys, let's, I think, okay. Monica, welcome. So guys, see these ones, see these beds, see these ones. See these ones. Okay, have you seen them? I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you guys? I hope you are also doing great. Isan, I'm doing good. So guys, I'm going to take you through the process of how you can set eggs for your birds to hatch. Now, the first thing you have to take note of is the environment at which your birds are going to hatch. Okay? If you are raising 30, 50, 20, 10 birds, you must understand that whenever it comes to hatching, birds don't like disturbance. If the environment, there is any distraction in the environment, they will not be able to hatch at the rate that you want. So the environment must be free from disturbances, must be free from any condition or any factor that may be unpleasant to the birds. You have to get that in play. Any factor that may be unpleasant to the bird must be removed from the environment. The first thing is where you'll be making sure that you set eggs for the birds to hatch, the place must be very, very quiet. So let's say, for instance, I'm raising 20 birds in this particular house. And then, what is that? And then those birds are all in here. If I want to set eggs for those birds, I must make sure that I set the eggs for the bird at a particular place, which is not in this same house. Okay? The place must not be in this same house. Monica, welcome. If the place is in this same house, the other birds will be disturbing the ones that are hatching, the ones that are brooding. They will be disturbing them. They will be going into the nest and then they will be pecking them in the nest. Okay, to the point of the bird abandoning the eggs. So that is the first thing. If you have 10, 20 eggs and then your birds begin to lay, don't set eggs for the bird in the same environment. Okay, separate them. So here, what I do is, I have this, the other chamber, and then this chamber. Okay, this is the chamber I've been using for the hatching. If I want to set eggs for my birds, it contains gate. This is what I made. So I'll move all the birds in this house down there and then begin to set the eggs for the birds in this house. So it is only the broody hens and then the ones that are brooding are going to be in this house. Okay, with their respective nest. So here I have about 10, you could see that I have about 10 nests here, and then one is here. But currently, there's no hatching going on. I'm testing out something different, which I showed you, and I'm going to share with you the results soon. So with their respective nest, so they are all in their nest, okay? They know where exactly their nest is. They are very sensitive. So you must make sure that the first thing is the environment should be free from any distraction. Now, the second thing is, you could see that if you set the eggs for the birds in a quiet environment, that doesn't mean that the environment is conducive for the bird to hatch. No. There are other external parasites that disturb the birds. We have the flies, we have the lice, we have the tick. They usually disturb the birds when they are in their nest. And then if there are many, the birds become unpleasant. They feel very uncomfortable. And then they will just abandon the eggs. You have seen an example in this house. Those that did not watch that particular video, you can go and check it out. Okay, so if the environment is free from distraction, you make sure that they are not mixing with other birds. The next thing is the nest preparation. You have to prepare the nest well enough so that external parasites will not come into the nest. Okay, the lice, the tick, these flies will not come into the nest. How are you going to do it? So the first thing is, have you seen this particular place? Have you seen here? So I roof this particular area. Okay, this is well covered. And then you could see that the nests are under this particular shade. Why? Because of the rain. It is because of the rain. So the environment must be in a way that whenever it's raining, the rain will not disturb the birds. If it's shining, the sunshine will not scorch the birds. Okay, so it must be well prepared. So make sure that you cover the nest well enough so that, rain will not be wetting the birds and then sun will not be scorching the bird. That is the first thing. Now, the second thing is you prepare the nest. Inside the nest, you have to prepare it. What you are going to use to prepare the inside is one, the wood ash. Okay, you are going to use wood ash or charcoal ash. Ash. Make sure that that is the first thing you are filling into the nest. Fill the nest with ash. Okay, if you fill the nest with ash, make sure that it is well enough. What it will do is it eradicates, it makes sure that those lice and then birds, flies, ticks, they don't come into the nest. Okay, so make sure that the nest is filled with ash and it should be enough. Then after that, make sure that you add dry grass into the nest. you are going to set the eggs on a dry grass. Okay, you can do it in a fancy way. You can cover the dry grass with a cotton, okay, or a nylon cloth. You can cover the grass with a nylon cloth well enough before putting it in the nest, and then setting the eggs on the nylon, on the bed. Yeah, let me call it bed, on the bed that you've made. Okay, so you use dry grass to make the actual bed on which the eggs will be placed. Okay, now whenever you do that, after making the mat, you put it in the nest, and then you set the eggs on the mat. Okay, now whenever you are going to place the eggs down, you have to take into consideration how you are going to place the eggs down. Okay, there is no way you can place the eggs down vertically. It won't stand. So just place the eggs down horizontally. If the bird comes into the nest, the bird will do the rest. Okay, the rotating of the eggs, how they should be rotated, the bird itself will do the job. Okay, but make sure that you fill the nest with ash, and then use dry grasses to make a very comfortable bed on which you are going to place the eggs. Now, why you are doing all those things is because I told you the ash is to eradicate those external parasites from coming into the nest. And then why you are using dry grasses, and then sometimes you cover it with a cotton cloth to help retain heat. You know, the eggs need heat to hatch. So if you place the eggs on the bare floor, sometimes the floor itself, the soil itself generates water or coldness when the weather is very, very cold, or whenever it rains, you know, it generates some kind of coldness. So it's what is going to cause the eggs not to have enough heat to hatch at the right time. And then it will cause the eggs to spoil too. So that is the reason why you are putting that mat, that bed in the nest. Okay, so that there will be enough heat retained in the nest for the eggs to hatch. Okay, you can place fertile eggs in the nest, but if the heat is not enough, they are not going to hatch. Okay, so make sure that there is bed, use dry grasses, and then make sure that you fill the nest with that dry grasses, which will help retain heat in the nest. Okay, doing that, you have a hatching rate of 90%, 95%, sometimes even 100%. Okay, I showed you results about the number of birds that I've raised in this house that I've used to hatch with their respective percentages. I have about 3 birds that have 100% hatching rate. So if you want to multiply your birds quickly, you can use the synchronized hatching system. Synchronized hatching system means you are going to set the eggs for the birds at the same time. Okay, you wait for birds to become broody. If they become broody, if you want to use 5 birds, if they become broody, then you set the eggs for them at the same time, and then you place them in their nest the same day. Okay, so they all begin their brooding process at the same day, meaning at the end of the 21 days, all of them will hatch at the same day. The variation will just be, I think, 12 hours. Okay, that will help multiply your birds fast. But make sure that whenever you are setting the nest, all these things I spoke about are in place. The environment must be conducive. The nest inside must be conducive. Use wood ash or charcoal ash, add enough in the nest, and then use dry grasses as a bed on which you are going to place the eggs for the birds. Or you can cover the dry grasses well enough with nylon if you want to make it fancy for the birds and comfortable for the bird. So the rest of the job will be done by the bird. The bird itself will provide the heat, will rotate the eggs, and then they will do the rest of the job for you. Okay, so I hope this tutorial helps you, and if you don't understand something, just leave it in the comment section of this particular video. I'll get time and then shoot video about the whole process. But if you want to learn more, I provided videos about how this thing is being done. I showed you the wood ash, the grass, how I set it in the other video. So you can go and check it out. But I will get another time to shoot that video for you, show you how to do all these things. Okay, so just follow the simple process. You are the farmer, you are in control. These are the basic things we need as farmers. Okay, so if you like this particular video, hit the thumbs up, and then guys, don't forget for your support. You know, the dream of this particular channel will not just stop here. Okay, we want to reach out to the world about this opportunity we have raising local chickens. Okay, we want to show the world that you can actually improve upon your life from these local chickens. You can use this to save as a source of income for yourself or become your permanent source of income. Okay, so we want to make sure that we spread out the word to the world, and then we invite a lot of youths into this particular industry. Please, some more explanation on the synchronized hatching system. Now, the synchronized hatching system simply means, are you seeing these birds in this house? Let's see these birds in this house, the 10 that I'm testing out. Okay, simply means that all the 10 birds here, they are laying. Okay, and then we know that local chickens, if they lay, they are going to hatch. If they are laying, it will come to a time they will become broody. That means they want to hatch. Okay, so what I will do is, if I want to use 5 of these birds to hatch, the synchronized hatching system means that all the 5 birds must start the brooding and then the hatching process on the same day. Okay, so what you do is you prepare a nest for them. If one becomes broody, you set a nest for the broody one, which the nest will not contain the eggs that you want to set for the birds. No, it will just contain some spoiled egg, or you can cook one egg and then put it in the nest. Okay, so she will go and be sleeping on that nest, waiting for the rest to become broody. Okay, she will be sleeping on the spoiled egg that you put in the nest, or the boiled egg that you placed in the nest. She will be going there to sleep on the nest. Okay, because she becomes broody, waiting for the others to become broody. So until 5 of them becomes broody. If all of them becomes broody, then that is when you are going to set the eggs for all the 5 the same day, and then they will start the brooding process the same day, which they will be hatching the same day. Okay, so that is how the process is being done. Just simple and short. Okay, you allow the birds to be laying eggs, and then you'll be picking the eggs, and then keeping the eggs well enough, which I've explained to you in yesterday's video. Then after one becomes broody, you just prepare a nest for that one, and then make sure that you place a spoiled egg or cooked egg in the nest, which you'll be sleeping on it. If another one becomes broody, you set another nest for that one. If the third one becomes broody, the same. If the fourth one becomes broody, the same, until all the 5 become broody. That is when you are going to set the right eggs. You take out the spoiled egg that you've placed in the net. You take them out, or you remove the boiled eggs from the nest, and then you replace them with the good eggs. So all the 5 or all the 10 will begin the brooding and then the hatching process the same day, and they will hatch the same day. Okay, so that is the synchronized hatching process. If you don't have incubator, no problem. Okay, so guys, my goodness, God bless you. Thank you, boy. So the aim is to help people, educate people, more people, that this is a very good business. It's a lucrative business we can do. It doesn't require much capital to start. The only thing is dedication. You dedicate yourself, and then you do it. Within a year, you'll be able to achieve your dream. You'll be able to reach out to the 500 mark or the 400 mark, you have 400 bets or 500 bets. By the end of 12 months, you get it. Okay, starting with just 10 bets, you can do it. So we want to educate the people. That is the dream of this particular channel. And then we want to help others that don't have the capital. We want to assist them to also start. So the dream of this particular channel is, if we become monetized, I'm saying this over and over again. That is why I told you that we have to become monetized as early as possible. Because the fact is that I don't have money to buy bets for all the people. Okay? I don't have the money to provide for all the people. And then we cannot go out there to beg people to give us money, which we can give to others. So as I began this process, that is why I created this particular channel, that with the channel, we can be donating. Memberships are there, super tax are there, ad revenues are there. So if the channel is generating this income, then we can then be investing the income into these particular projects. We can help people. So I did a video, and then I told you guys that those that will watch the video should comment on the video that local chickens to the moon. And then I gave those people that use that comment a particular tag. Those people, they will be getting the first income that we will receive on this particular channel will be shared among those 5 people. Okay, whether you are in Nigeria, I told you to create a TransferWise account. Currently it's Rise, so go and create a Rise account. If you are in Uganda, create a Rise account. If you are in any part of the world, just create a Rise account or use any online system. If you don't have a Binance account or Bybit account or any crypto wallet, create it, because I'll be sending a lot to people, okay? And then I want to see the result too. I'll send you the money which you use to start, and then I want to see the result too. So just have any of these accounts, whether a crypto account, I will send you the crypto coin, which you then convert into USDT and withdraw, and then invest into your farm. So that is the dream of this particular channel, which will not die. So guys, make sure that we have something, we are just a bit closer to monetization. So that is why I told you that make it snappy. We've done it before. Within 50 days, we take this particular channel from less than 100 subscribers to 1,000. So I told you that within 7 days, if all of us can watch at least 30 minutes of each of the videos on the channel, we can hit the 4,000 hours mark. So that should be your dream too. And then together we can do it. Okay? Together we can achieve it. So God bless you. And then I'll see you tomorrow. Augustine, go back and we'll rewatch the video. Good morning. I hope you are doing great. Okay? So guys, those people, those 5 people, if you don't have the Rise account or any of these wallets that I called out, research about them. Go out there, create the wallet, make it ready for that surprise. I told you by the end of this particular month, probably will be monetized. So guys, we are almost at 3,000 watch hours. So we are left with 1,000. Or you don't miss it. It will be live, so you can go and rewatch it. So it will be, yeah. So by the end of the week, Sunday, then next week, the month will be ending. I think we will hit the 4,000 hours mark, which we will create the channel membership. If you want to join the membership, you join. If you want to be giving us super tags, perks, then the ad revenue will top up. And then with time, let's say 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, this channel, 1 million subscribers, 100 subscribers, then next goal is 10,000. Then from there, 100,000, then 1 million. And then we are going to reach out to a lot of people about this. And then we are going to help a lot of people globally. Okay, so that is the aim of this particular channel, which I'm preaching to you every blessed day. So you to just accept it, and then let's collaborate and do this. Okay, so guys, that is all I have for you today. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.